Hi, I'm here with Dr. Nick Powell from Forensic and Industrial Science. Nick, you've been involved with the testing of meth labs for quite some time. How did you get involved in this?
We've been working in New Zealand now with sites that have been contaminated in the course of clandestine methamphetamine manufacture for the past 6 or 7 years now.
Oh, wow. Now, have you seen the trends? What are the trends? You've seen the increase, the changing in nature of the manufacturing. What have you seen?
In New Zealand, there has been a steady increase in the number of houses that have become contaminated. As regards method, there's 1 or 2 methods that are used in New Zealand that probably comprise about 90% of the laboratories seized by police. So, yeah.
Now, obviously, there are major risks to people entering the properties. What are some signs that people can see when they're approaching a property or going in as a trade to do some work there that gives them those warning signs that, yes, there's a meth lab here?
Probably the first indication is that there's something wrong with the air inside the house. There's very bad air quality, there are bad smells that could, I suppose, be described as chemical smells. There's smells that you don't associate with cooking or the use of common household cleaning compounds, for instance.
Yeah.
So smell would be the first indication. Once you're inside, you may also see that there is staining on surfaces that are not normally stained, for instance, corrosion on stainless steel benches, stainless steel sinks, and discoloration of ceilings and walls. So those would be the two general classes of indicator, the bad air quality and the staining or corrosion of surfaces.
Thank you. I think that will be very helpful for people to know that. Now, in terms of the remediation, obviously it's very risky work for people to go in and do the remediation. We're very strong advocates of people trying to minimise risk in their business. So using experts such as yourself to help them, give them information and provide them with knowledge and skills so that they're taking some of the risk off themselves. What do you do with your testing to help the remediators? What are some of the things that you provide them with to help them with their job?
Well, as you say, it's certainly important to have scientists go in and assess a property before there's any attempt made to remediate. My colleagues and I would routinely test for three things. First of all, contaminants in the air inside the house. Secondly, the contaminants or surface residues on walls and ceilings and other surfaces. And finally, the third thing we test for is contamination of soil and groundwater if the house has grounds or a garden.
Yeah. Now, so you go and do the testing. What's the process after that? So is there some report that goes to the remediators to help them? What's included in that?
That's right. A report is prepared with detailed remediation instructions. It's a remediation action plan, so that allows remediation specialists to go in there and deal with the source of contamination effectively, and also the remediation action plan indicates what does not need to be either discarded or thrown out, and that saves the property owner and their insurer quite a bit of time and cost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've seen cases where you've come in to do the testing and you found that you don't, in fact, need a professional remediator to do the work. So it potentially can save the landlord, the insurance company, quite a bit of money. You've had cases like that?
Yes, it's not uncommon, I suppose. Maybe 20% of cases we're called to. There's no evidence for either manufacture or use of methamphetamine inside the house, and the air quality has not been compromised in any way. And
that's fantastic.
So there's no need for any remedial work.
Good news for everyone. Well, thank you, Nick, and we look forward to working with you and having your expertise on board. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jenny.